Day 48. Today we are in the 48th space of the I Ching matrix, and in the 18th law of physical equal action. Today's flower of our life we paint in two colors, yellow and green. These are the colors of our innermost desires and our knowledge. Today our desires and knowledge act in us with the same equal force. The landscape of today's space on Yang Yin sounds like ya, ya. The opposite of the trigram reservoir, which we had on the vertical yesterday, is expressed here by the trigram wind, wood, which describes our horizon today. Yesterday's space was on the horizon of a dangerous sea of water. Today, the water of heavenly rain, which can be dangerous, because it can hide a lot from us, pours on us vertically. We are in a tropical forest, and the curtain of heavenly rain hides the palace of the goddess I Ching from prying eyes. Have you got an association between the name of the I Ching matrix and the name of today's Ching space? For a Russian year, there is a commonality. Do you agree? The word I in I Ching denotes 2 hexagrams minus 27, nutrition, and 42, increase. Hexagram 48 on I Ching is translated as well. In the key to this information, we can read the phrase I Ching is nutrition, increase, of strength, with water from the well. If we look at these spaces from the point of view of human design, then here we will see the words altruism, sharing, and ingenuity, abundance of resources. If we look at these spaces from the point of view of the 33 physical laws of the universe, then here we will see the laws of power, shift, and equal action. The meaning of the I Ching matrix can be described in different words, but these words are very close to each other. The I Ching matrix speaks of itself as a well, and this well feeds those thirsty with the water of its wisdom. The I Ching matrix says that something can be powerfully moved only by equal action of all participants. Obtaining an abundance of resources is possible only through the altruistic sharing of these resources. After smart words about meanings, I draw your attention to the fact that we are again in a fairy tale. But yesterday we were in the space of wizards of all times and peoples. Because the author of human design called the 47th energy gate in the human body transmutation, transformation. And today I call you the place of the 48th hexagram, well, the palace of the goddess Isis. Because I want to show you another layer of interpretation of the information encoded in the I Ching matrix, so that it would be more fun and interesting for you to look at the world around you, so that the minds of your consciousness make your world amazing and beautiful, so that your life pleases, inspires, and delights you and flows like a fairy tale river full of miracles and adventures. You see that the I Ching matrix is filled with numbers from 0 to 9. 9, I have already called you the goldfish. And this is the correct and essential image. Because in the 9th house of in the law of physical vacuum, on the matrix of I Ching, in the body of the goldfish, fulfilling any desires, lives the King of Heaven, the Wind Jiao Chu. In the 19th house of in the law of physical closure, in the land of Lin, the banks of which are washed by the celestial river of living water, the goldfish is guarded by the spear of Kion, the master of heaven. And in the 29th house of in the law of physical speed, in the abyss of Sikkim, the goldfish competes in high-speed swims with the goose gun, the mistress of the earth. And in the 39th house of in the law of physical power, on Mount Jian, eternally watered by heavenly rain, the goldfish is looked after by the ramjom. And in the 49th house of in the law of physical position, in the place called G, the image of the goldfish is depicted on the flag. Here, it shows a safe road, and fills the sun with courage, which every morning must pass through the heavenly waterfall with living water in order to go on its way again, and shine for the whole world all day long. And in the 59th house of Ya, in the law of physical centering, the apple feeds the goldfish, and it lives in the vastness of the sea, like the free wind one. And what image did you form from the 8th? Isn't this the snowman, aka the snow woman, aka the snow maiden? Doesn't the name of the 8th house on the I Ching matrix be and the name of the 8 energy gates in human design style with the keys from mediocrity to sophistication for the Russian-speaking consciousness not suggest an expansion of the meaning with the phrase
Богиня Изида,
goddess Isis, the ordinary snow maiden, melted and turned into the exquisite goddess Isis when the Guan wind brought her to the foot of her magical palace in the Qing forest. Isn't it beautiful? Let your imagination run wild, my dears. After all, you are one of the forms of consciousness. And in you live the minds that can create for you all the wonders and all the magic of all corners of the world. And now, I return your attention to coloring the outer edges of today's flower with brown and pink. We need this so that we can clearly and easily see the beauty of the change in the picture of our world. Excellent! The day has taken place.